Dear students, welcome back. I was telling you what is the commercial farming. Actually, commercial farming means when the farming is done for the purpose of business, for the purpose of earning maximum money, and this is not for the family purpose. When factories, industries, they are having large agricultural farmhouses, they use to produce maximum crop for them. This is called commercial farming. The main characteristics of this type of farming is the use of higher doses of modern inputs, because in this type of farming maximum use of things is done. Means in this type of farming whatever things are used in modern time, like chemicals, like manure, like other things, including instruments or tools, on a large scale, this type of farming is called commercial farming. High yielding variety seeds, you should understand the meaning of H by V. Seeds are prepared genetically for the maximum production. Those seeds who naturally give maximum production, they are prepared in labs, in universities. It is called genetic engineering. They give you maximum produce. These types of seeds are called high yielding variety seeds. Chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides in order to obtain higher productivity. These types of things are used for getting maximum produce in agriculture. Means fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides. The degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another, and it is also important fact that in different part of the country the commercial farming is not the same. It depends upon the availability of resources of that region. So for example, rice is a commercial crop in Haryana. In Haryana, rice is produced maximum, but it is used commercially, and in Punjab. But in Odisha, it is a subsistence crop. In South India, like Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, or other parts of India, this is used as a staple diet of food, rice. It is not produced there commercially. So it is having variation in different part of the country. For some parts, it is the subsistence crop, and for some parts, it is commercial crop. Plantation is also a method of farming. In this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area. On a large area, single crop is grown, just like anybody can plant the mango tree, somebody can plant neem tree, somebody can plant sesame tree, mahua tree. These types of plantations can be done. The plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry. Plantation plays a role of a middleman. Furniture industry requires trees, long pieces of trees. So it provides material to the industry. Plantations cover large tracts of land. For plantation, large area is required, because you do not want to plant only 4 or 5 trees. You require maximum 100, 150 and more than 150 trees are planted at a time. Using capital intensive inputs, you use maximum type of money. You use maximum capital to produce them with the help of migrant laborers, and in this type of way of farming maximum laborers are required, and this requirement cannot be done with the help of family members. So from outside laborers are hired, they are migrant labor. All the produce is used as raw material in respective industries, and whatever production is done in this type of farming, this type of production is used in different types of industries. For example, furniture is prepared, and for furniture what requires, long sleepers are required. In India, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. are important plantation crops. In some parts of India, tea, coffee, banana, etc. are also the plants. They are used commercially. Tea in Assam and North Bengal, coffee in Karnataka, and some of the important plantation crops grown in these states. Tea and coffee, they are used as the commercial crops. They are giving you money. Since the production is mainly for market, because tea and coffee and sugarcane or banana. They are used for selling in the market. A well-developed network of transport and communication connecting to the plantation areas, produce processing, industries and markets plays an important role in the development of plantation. Means if you are thinking to start plantation farming, you require maximum network of transportation, nearby markets, important things which are required to do plantation work. It means if you are going to start plantation work, three or four things are required: availability of laborers, availability of good network of transportation system, vehicles and other inputs for plantation work. So this is the next type of farming, that is commercial farming. Now next thing has been given in your book, cropping pattern. Everybody is aware that generally wheat is grown in the month of September to March, last March. Everybody knows that rice we get in the month of July to September. Everybody knows that watermelon and muskmelon we use in the month of heat. It means summer. What is the reason behind it? Actually, every crop requires particular time of year. Every crop requires particular type of climatic conditions. In India, we are having monsoon type of climate. Monsoon type of climate means we depend upon the monsoon at maximum level. Due to this reason, we have divided our farming pattern on three categories: Rabi, Kharif and Jayad. Rabi, Kharif and Jayad. If you do not read this paragraph, orally I would like to tell you, Rabi is the name of that group of category of farming in which the crop is sown in the month of September, in the first week of September, or it may be in the last week of September. It depends upon the cropping, it depends upon the harvesting of last crop. Suppose if you have harvested the rice or paddy in the month of September, in the beginning or in the last, then the next crop will be sown after the same harvesting time. If you have harvested your paddy crop in the last of September, it is simple, it is naturally that you would seed the wheat in the last week of September or in the month of October also. So whatever things are there, if you are seeding in the month of September, then it will be cut down in the month of last of March, beginning of April. This is the season when it remains something cold season. Whatever crops are grown in this season, they are called Rabi crops. Rabi crops are sown in the winter from October to December, it is clear here, and harvested in summer from April to June. And they are generally harvested in the month of April and June. Some of the important Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram and mustard. Though these crops are grown in large parts of India, states from north and western parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh, these are the states where Rabi crops are grown, are important for production of wheat and other Rabi crops. In these states, wheat and other crops are grown. Availability of precipitation during winter months due to the western temperate cyclones helps in the success of this crop. Generally, you have seen in the month of winter, in the month of October to March, in the month of December, in the month of January, you generally see cyclones, storm and rain during winter season. This is beneficial for wheat but not maximum. Sufficient rain is required, cool temperature is required for Rabi crop. The success of Green Revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of above mentioned Rabi crops. In the decades of 60s or 70s, when revolution was taken place, that was green revolution. It means when the government decided to produce maximum crop or wheat, this was termed as green revolution. So those time, at that time, it was required to produce maximum crop just like Rabi in different states of India. Kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon in different parts of country, and these are harvested in the September or October. Just I have told you, Kharif crops are those crops which are which are seeding in the month of September, or they are harvested in the month of October. These crops, whatever they are called Kharif crops. Important crops grown during this season are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soybean. These are the names of Kharif crops which are grown in different parts of the country. It depends upon the soil or other climatic conditions. And Assam, West Bengal, coastal regions of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Maharashtra. These are the states where Kharif crops are grown. Particularly the Konkan coast, along with Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Recently, paddy has also become an important crop of Punjab and Haryana. In Punjab and Haryana also, paddy is grown. Paddy means rice. In states like Assam, West Bengal, and Odisha, three crops of paddy are grown in the year. These are Os, Aman, and Baro. In West Bengal, in Odisha, three crops of paddy are grown in the year. These are Os, Aman, and Boro. So you have seen that two crops are there, Rabi and Kharif. The next is in between the Rabi and Kharif season. Now you can understand it. The month from September to last week of April, and from June to September, which months are remaining? May and June. Generally, the last week of April, full month of May, full month of June, they are remaining without cropping. 2 months are there. So, and this is the time of heat, direct heat, maximum heat. During this season, some crops are grown. This season is called Jayad season, or these crops which are being grown in this season, they are called Jayad crops. Some of the crops produced during Jayad are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetable, and fodder crops. These are the names of the crops which are grown in this season during Jayad season. Sugarcane takes almost a year to grow, and sugarcane also takes maximum time to grow in this season. And now I would like to give you some questions regarding this content which I have taught you. What is the meaning of agriculture? How many types of farming is done in India? I have given you different types: primitive subsistence farming, and the names of zooming cultivation. This is also asked in board examination. Different names are there of zooming cultivation, shifting cultivation, slash and burn cultivation, and in foreign countries different names are known for the same pattern of farming. The next was intensive subsistence farming. What is the meaning of intensive subsistence farming? What is the requirement for this? And the next is commercial farming. The next is plantation farming. You should know the meaning of these types of farming. And one thing is also required, that what is the requirement for different type of farming methods. In this part, it has been given that in India, 3 types of crops grown. Means due to the climatic condition, due to the soil conditions in India, 3 types of group of crop is grown, that is Rabi, Kharif, and Jayad. Actually, Rabi is not the name of any crop. It is the name of the group of the crops which is grown during a particular season. Rabi cannot be grown in the month of June, just like Jayad cannot be grown in the month of December or January. It is not possible because adverse conditions of climate are there. So it is called cropping pattern. This is also important questions. This may be a long questions. Write the cropping pattern of India. It may be Rabi, Kharif and Jayad. In next video, I would like to tell you about the major crops of the country. You should prepare the note of this chapter, of this part. You should write the question, answer of the questions, and if any query is there, you can ask me. Thank you.